Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is B and you're part of Beekeeper of Plants. If you're new here, welcome. And to all of my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Well, today is the day after Thanksgiving. I hope all of you had a wonderful time with family and friends. And for those of you that didn't have any family or friends over, I hope you had a very special cozy day with yourself with good food, dessert, and coffee. Well, I have a video prepared for us today. It's going to be kind of long, but it's important. In the previous video, we chatted about me making a list of important materials for the Midwest winters here in this plant room. Last year, I did not have certain things in place. The plants didn't do bad, but they could have done better. So this year, I'm more prepared with some of the things that I need for the plant room. And today, we're going to take a peek at some of the things I purchased, some of the things I've already unboxed because they needed to be assembled, so I did that. And then there's one big thing that I did not assemble that I'm going to share with you. I'm very excited about that. And also, two of my subscribers asked me about an Amazon list. They encouraged me to make one. And so I did that. I guess it's called an affiliates link. So I did that. And so what I have at the bottom of the description is a list of all the goodies that I purchased. And if you want to take a peek, you can. None of this stuff is sponsored. I'm not sponsored. I'm just excited that I figured out how to make the list. It's going to be in the description. If you want to take a peek and look and see the things that I purchased and kind of get a little better view of what those things are, then they'll be there made available for you. Okay? So let's get started. I first want to talk about my Molly's Aroid mix. I told you that I needed some more Molly's Aroid mix because this works well with a lot of tropicals, but it also works well with Hoyas. So I went on ahead, purchased more Molly's Aroid mix, and I even will take a couple of scoops of this and put it with the regular soil as an amendment, and it works fabulous. So Molly's Aroid mix, I went on ahead and I purchased that. Another thing that I purchased, I needed some plastic cups. So let's look at these cups. What I like about them is that they came with saucers. Let's look. I love the saucers, okay? And then what I'm discovering is that being able to see the roots in some of the plants that I grow is very important. And so I needed something where I could see the roots. And I think these are wonderful, okay? They have holes at the bottom already pre-made. They're 5 inches, excellent. And what's so neat about these pots is that they can also fit in a cash pot. So they can fit in an outer pot. They're just large enough to do that, okay? Beautiful. And if you don't want them to go into an outer pot, it looks nice just the way it is, okay? 5-inch plastic pot, pre-made holes. Great, okay? And let's see, does it say who they're made by? No. Yes, it does. It is made by Fu-Joel, okay? 5-inch. Once again, it's gonna be a link in the description if you're interested. Then the next set of pots that I got, which I always wanted, are these small little starter pots. You can use them for little seedlings, But I also think they're great for my small Hoyas. They already have the holes at the bottom. So I think these are really good for your Hoyas. Then I think something really neat. You see this? This is an old food container. Keep your food containers. And what you can do, let me share with you the idea that I have. When you have seedlings, Hoyas, the small ones, some cuttings that you're trying to root, you can take these pots, four of them fit perfectly in here, right? 3 of them, right? And you water them, you already have a container that's going to catch the overflow. Leave the overflow there to help with the moisture and the wicking. Perfect. Okay, so keep some of those containers. You know, we don't want to be hoarders, okay, in our old age, okay? But keep some of your little containers, okay? So you have that. I think that's a nifty tip right there for us. Okay, the next thing I purchased are these plant clips. I need these plant clips for keeping our Hoyas down, right? And any other little seedling that I may plant. Really neat. I think 100 came in here, and you can't beat that. Real inexpensive. These 2 will be in the description. Okay, then let's get to our mat. Let's see what these mats look like. I needed the heat mats for some of my plants on the shelf. I did a little research. I asked some of you guys if you knew if I needed to put some type of towel underneath here, and it says that I don't have to, only because it's on a timer and the mat itself will gauge the heat, and so it will never get too hot that it could crack one of the glass shelves back there. So let's see what it looks like. I don't know, do any of you guys have or use these plant mats? I've never used any. I'm excited to have at least 2. If they work well, I'll get another set of 2. So let's look and see what it looks like. I'm unrolling it because it's rolled up. Inside is a pamphlet, okay, on how to use it. And then also it has the electrical component, the timer. It's real neat. So here it is here. Electrical component attached to the side. And we have our directions, okay? And if you look at the back, I love the back, so I don't think that it'll get too hot, okay? And then it tells us about the type of seedlings and all of that, and the temperature that we can set for our seedlings. So this is going to be very beneficial for me here in the plant room. So I'm excited about that. I purchased 2 of these. Okay, the next thing I want to share with you, let's see what's in here from Amazon. You know, today is Black Friday. Are any of you guys going to go out and do any Black Friday shopping, or are you shopping online to stay safe? What are you doing? Whatever this is, it's kind of heavy. I think I know what it is. It's my fluval. I am so excited to use this, and I'll tell you why. One of my Hoyas, my new Hoya that I got, just a little tiny Hoya, is potted in flugal, and it is doing magnificent. So I said, let me try flugal. And before purchasing this, of course, I didn't have any. So instead, I repotted those two smaller Hoyas that I had received. Go back and look at the video if you haven't seen it. I used sphagnum moss. No, I didn't. I used perlite. And they are doing wonderful. So, yeah. But I needed some fluval. I wanted to try it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. So we'll be using this as well with some of our smaller little seedlings that we have of Hoyas. So we'll be using that. Okay. What else I have? I have this box here. I think I know what this is, I think. But I don't want to say, so let's unbox it together and see if it's what I think it is. I have a short that I made of my begonia amorphoxys, and I put it in a terrarium, and I'll share that with you. I'll show it to you. It's doing pretty good. It's cute, but yeah, it's doing pretty good. It's cute and everything, but it's too tall for that terrarium. So let's see what this is. This is how it's boxed. Let me try to take the phone. It's always hard taking foam from around items. Okay. This is glass, so I'm going to sit it down. Okay. Alrighty. So what this is a cloche. It's a glass cloche that I purchased for the begonia. So let me undo this, and then I'll get the begonia and show you what it's currently in. And actually, this looks a little smaller than anticipated, because online it was a little, I thought it was going to be wider. So we're going to just check it out and see. And if it doesn't work for that begonia, I have something else I can use with it. But let's see how it's set up. Okay, so what you can do with this particular cloche, okay, you can put at the bottom lacquer beads, okay? You can put any type of substrate, even if you wanted to put soil at the bottom, right? So you're going to make a reservoir down here at the bottom. Go on and plant your plant on the inside and close it up. How neat. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's get the amorphoxys. So hold on one second. Here it is here. So let's open it up. Okay, this is where she is housed, but she's wide and she's tall. Okay. So what I was looking for is something that was wide and tall, and I thought that's what I was gonna get. But you see, it's not gonna work. So instead, I'm gonna go on and keep her in this terrarium here. Let me put her back. Keep her in here. Push her back. And then look for a cloche that's more wide. So that's what we'll have to do. Set her back here. Yeah, and this is where she sits, right there. So along with this cloche, they gave me some cute ladybugs. Aren't they cute? So you can make like a cute terrarium, something with this. I think it's gonna be adorable. So it was sitting like this. They're at the bottom. Top it. Cute. So I'll be potting something else in here and make it real special for us, because the Amphioxus is too wide and it's too tall for this. This is too narrow. So that's that. Sit it down. And I'm gonna move some of these things out of the way because I gotta show you the big guns, okay? So let me move some of this stuff out the way. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about the next two items that I'm gonna share with you, because the next two items are the reason for me actually doing this shopping. So, because I need to be ready. So I'm just putting this stuff away for us. All right, so so the very next item I'm going to share with you now is, I told you it's a big gun. The Garena Grow Light. It is a long, tall box that I will be putting together off camera, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna set it up somewhere here in the plant room. The next item I'm gonna share with you, and let me get it, is our 5-tier plant shelf. I have 2 of these. We're going to put these 2 items somewhere here in the plant room. So, I think that we're gonna clean up so we can prepare to put the Garena light together. I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do the second part where we're gonna figure out together where we're going to put these items, okay? I will be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. I unboxed the Garena Grow Light. It was packaged beautifully, a lot of styrofoam, and what I want to do first is show you the different components that this Garena light has, just in case you want to buy one, because I thought it was going to be a lot of assembling, but it really isn't. So let me show you what I have already done. Hold on one second. So here's the light itself, right? It has a small bar right here, a little tube. I'm going to undo it for you. Let me bring it back. So this is a tube right here. It's two of them, okay? So what you can do, you take this tube and you screw it at the bottom here, and then there's another tube exactly like it, which is a little longer, that you screw at the base. Now, according to the height that you want your light to be, if you want your light to be, and if you look at me, I'm 5'1", 5'2", okay? So if you want your light to stand about like this, then the shorter tube would have been the best option. If you want your light to stand a little taller, and I prefer standing a little taller because I wanted to reach the top shelf of the cabinet here, of the plant shelf, I'm sorry. So I needed to be a little taller. And look at how much taller it is, okay? My hand is going up and it's all the way there, okay? So you see the difference. Now, the next part of this Barina light is the timer. It comes with a timer. It was in this bag, comes with a timer, and it's gonna plug in, okay? At the side of the Barina, I'm going to try to lift it. You see the plug itself, okay? This plug is neat because you don't have to bend over. You can turn it on and off with your foot, right? Okay, so what you would do is take this plug here, plug it into your timer to set the timer for how long you want your light to stay on and off, okay? The last part is the base of your light. I'm gonna take this timer off for now. Let that drop. The base is very heavy. It's heavy metal. I wanted the round base. It has a soft type of cover here, kind of felt like. The screw here, which means it's going to screw at the bottom of your plant light. Okay, so I'm going to put it on the floor and I'm just going to screw it in because this light is pretty tall. Just screw it in. I'm going to try to get it as tall as I can so you can see the base. It's already screwed in. Okay, so we have that. So very easy, light to assemble. It was no fuss. Also, it has these metal clips, which I don't know exactly why I would need to use these unless it's to secure the cord to keep it in place. Don't know, but we're not going to worry about that now. So the next part is you watching me. I'm going to be taking these plants out of the plant room so we can find out exactly where we're going to put the shelf and the plant light. I have sort of an idea. This is not going to be something that is going to be a one-time thing done today, and it's great. But what I am going to do is just kind of show you where I'm thinking about placing it, and we're going to do it together today, and you can let me know what you think. So let me move you a little closer so you can get an idea of where the shelves are going to go, and then we'll play around with the plant light. So I'm going to move you a little closer. Okay, over here in this area, okay, against this window, I already have a plant light. We're going to be moving these plants out of the way, and we'll be moving these plants over here out of the way to make room for the shelves. So let's get started with that. All the stuff out that I need to. I think this plant light here is going to have to be moved because the bottom of it is too big for the shelf. So I'm going to go on and move it for now. And we'll decide where we're going to put it. Later. So let's get the 2 shelves in first. Here's one of the shelves here. So we have it. And let me see if I can move you a little closer. Okay. Okay, so let's see, can you see that? Yeah. Okay, this is one of the shelves here. So we have that one here, which is going to be perfect. Okay, and the second shelf, let me get it. Okay, this is the second shelf, and we're going to put it on the other side. So let me move this over some to make room for it. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. So we have the 2 plant shelves here. We'll be maneuvering plants to see what plants would work best here on the plant shelf. So we have that. Then we need to discover where we're going to put the new plant light. So I'm thinking the new plant light can perhaps go behind this shelf here, and it'll be perfect back there. So let me undo the cord for now. And set it here, like so. Hoping that, let's see, let me move the shelf out the way. Take this and move it to the back. That's why it was so important for me to have the flat base. And then take this and put it around to the back. Because the electrical cord is behind this shelf here. So we see how bright it is. You see how bright it is? That'll be perfect. And then put the shelf back over there. Yeah, put the shelf back over here and move this over some. And put this back over here, like so. Yeah. Perfect. And so you can see the height of the light and how it illuminates all of the plants here. Yeah, so that's perfect height. Let's move on to the next thing. So we have the shelves situated. We have the plant light in place. So the next thing I want to do is think about where to put the other plant light that was in this corner. And here it is here. I'm thinking that I'm going to put this one in a corner that's behind us. It's going to be illuminating the shelf as well. So what's going to happen is the new plant light that you see here is going to illuminate the plant shelf, right? And then the one that we removed will be adjacent to it, and it too will illuminate the plant shelf. So you'll have an angle of light on both ends for the plant shelf, which will be perfect. The next thing is I will be deciding what plants to put on the shelf. I'm going to do that off camera because I need some time to think about the plants that I'm going to be moving around in the room, and so I need time to think about that. But other than that, that's it. I really wanted to unbox those items with you, to share those items with you so you could see what I purchased. I wanted to do that. I also wanted to share with you how I was going to arrange the plant light and the 2 shelves, because we need more shelving in here. But other than that, that's it, guys. I don't have anything else that is important right now that I need to do besides trying to rearrange plants now. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the day, is rearrange plants and whatnot. So you'll be seeing that in a plant room tour that'll be coming up. And other than that, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't all over the place. It was the first time of me doing like a time lapse, trying to kind of rush the video along so it wouldn't be boring. But other than that, guys, I'm excited about my new shelves and my new light to see how better these plants will grow. And I will see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I thank you for all that you've already done. And I look forward to where we go in the future in 2026. How about that? Well, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.